Hi, this is Terry with Gilliman Innovations. I'm going to show you this installation of this new water pump that we came out with here for the Polaris monoblock motors and the XLTs, XCRs, and Indy Triumphs. This water pump fits exactly the same as the original factory one. It actually looks exactly the same. As you can see in the picture, there is the casting and all that is the same as the factory one. But this pump has a few things inside of it that are improved over the factory pump. It has a removable bearing, and the bearing is larger than the factory, and it has a larger shaft that the impeller and pulley ride on. It's 10mm shaft. It's a one-piece billet steel pulley. It doesn't wear out like the original aluminum pulley and take out your belt and whatnot. And then this has a 10% increase in water flow over your factory pump. We've tested this in high RPM applications with triple pipes, and it's been tested now for about 2 years now. So and it works fantastic. So I'm going to show you the installation of this pump, and if you're interested, you can buy this off of our website, or we have them on eBay. Our website is gillimaninnovations.com, and or you can just type in XLT water pump on eBay, and you'll see this water pump come up. It sells for $199.99. The pump itself, or you can get, we sell it with a new belt also for $209.99, and both of those have free shipping. So here we go, I'll show you how it installs. Thank you. Alright, as you can see, we already have the exhaust removed and the recoil, so we're gonna just finish taking off some parts here. We are gonna pull this hose clamp. These hoses can be a little bit difficult to get broke loose. Sometimes you need a pliers or something to free the hose from the nipple that's on the water pump. But and there's a spring inside these, so all right, now you can see the spring is extended out quite a ways past the hose, and it was actually inside of the water pump. You want to try to prevent that from happening, because that spring can make contact with the impeller inside the pump and cause internal damage. It should not be inside the pump. So we'll get this old pump removed. You need a 12mm socket for both of those bolts. You simply just pop the pump loose from the cylinder, and you can take the belt off. This belt was slipping because the pump is locked up, as you can see, and so we're going to replace this belt too. Now you can see these pumps, they look exactly the same, other than the updated pulley and shaft. Otherwise the castings are the same. Fit and finish on the new pump is actually better than the factory pump. Now you just make sure the opening in the block is clean. And this one we're going to be putting a new belt on, because the old belt had been slipping because the pump locked up. So yeah, just get it started on the lower pulley. And kind of have the pump loose from the motor when you put the belt on. It makes it a little bit easier. Then you can pop the pump back into the motor and get your bolts put in. So you typically want to get the bolts started and almost to the point where they're starting to snug down, and then we can get the belt adjusted properly. Belt deflection on these is supposed to be about 1/8 inch to 3/16 of an inch, as per the Polaris manual. So you want to check it, and then after you get it tightened down all the way, check it again, because typically when you tighten it fully, the belt, it'll kind of snug up a little bit when you tighten them bolts down all the way. I like to hit them with a wrench afterwards, just to make sure that they're good and tight. And just make sure you don't over tighten the belt, because it does cause unnecessary load or side load on the bearing and the pump, and it's hard on the belt also. It just creates unnecessary wear and tear on the parts. So yeah, we got her all bolted on, and it's looking good. So we're going to get this spring straightened out. All right, I got that spring pushed back down in the hose where it's supposed to be, and got her way down in there so it can't walk back up out of there. So yeah, we'll get that on and get this hose clamp back on. All right, now we can get the recoil put on, and we're good to go. Now these recoils have 12 millimeter heads on the bolts also. There's a bolt that's hidden down on the back side of the motor, the lower bolt that actually comes in from the back side. There's a nut on it. That bolt is really difficult to get at, and on this sled we ended up actually unbolting the back motor mounts so we could tip the motor up a little bit so I could get a socket on the nut because this one was corroded so bad. But thanks for watching my video.